official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners tuning in with us here on Finding Texas, presented by the INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. Tonight, I'm your host, Brother Justin Talioka, tuning in here from Austin, Texas. And tonight, we're going to feature a city with a very special place in my heart, and that is San Antonio, Texas. Because somewhere in San Antonio, Texas, we had some of our crew members and some of our friends over there check out some of the city's popular hangout spots, and that's what we're going to feature tonight. So let's go ahead and see who is with us for this evening. First off, we have our very own Sister Abby. Sister Abby, how are you?
Hi, Brother Justin. I'm doing really good. Hello to everyone watching. I'm Sister Abby from the locale of San Antonio. I'm so glad to be here.
All right, thank you so much for being with us, Sister Abby. And also here with us, also from San Antonio, Texas, we have Brother Najib. Brother Najib, how are you?
I'm doing all right, Brother Justin. I'm glad to be here, back again on the INCRadio.
All right, and thank you so much for being with us. And also joining us, we have the one and only, of course, Brother Darren. Brother Darren, how are you?
I'm doing good, brother. It's my first time being here, but I'm very excited.
All right, thank you so much for joining us for the first time. I'll make sure this show is as comfortable and as fun for you as possible. So to our viewers and listeners, of course, today we're going to be talking about San Antonio, Texas. We're going to take a little trip there here on this program because, again, like I said, somewhere in San Antonio, we had some of our crew members and some of our friends check out some of the popular hangout spots over there, but where exactly did they go? What's there to find over there in San Antonio, Texas? So that is what we're going to talk about tonight. And of course, we can't forget to have our show without our question of the night, which is, what's something you would like to find in San Antonio, Texas? Please go ahead and send your answers in our live YouTube chat. And our question of the night should be rolling through in our live YouTube chat right now. So go ahead and send in your answers in our live YouTube chat, and we'll be sure to read them at some point during our show. So before we get to see some of the cool things there are to do in San Antonio, I want to ask all of our participants here. How long have you all been in San Antonio, Texas? Because I know y'all weren't born here at some point in your lives. You moved there. So how long have you lived in San Antonio? I'm opening this to all of our participants. I could see y'all pointing at each other.
I'll go first. Yeah, I moved here about almost 4 years ago. In December of 2021, I moved here for school. I've traveled around a lot, but before here, I was living in Houston for a little bit, and before that, I was living up in northern Midwest and up in Wisconsin. I also live on the East Coast in Maryland. So, but for San Antonio specifically, I've been living here for about 4 years now.
Oh wow, okay, and I'm guessing that that's where you went to a school also in San Antonio.
Yes, brother. Yeah, I went here for my freshman year. Yeah, but I didn't actually go in person until my second semester, aka my spring semester of college for my freshman year. So that's when I finally moved here.
Oh wow, okay. Well, hopefully everything still continues to go through as you are. I know you are continuing in your studies, so hopefully everything continues to go through. Now, how about to our other two participants? Um, so, uh, so what were some of the things that brought you and your families over to San Antonio, Texas? Was it a job opportunity? What was something that brought your families over here in San Antonio?
So for me personally, we moved we moved to Texas from the Philippines, but I wasn't originally in San Antonio. I was in like a smaller city called San Angelo. So instead of Antonio, It was Angelo, but
So it was a San, just not
it was
Antonio.
not Antonio. Exactly.
Wrong San,
so,
wrong San.
yeah, it's okay.
I feel like every state, every country has a San something. San Diego, San Francisco, San Antonio, San Angelo.
But yes, I think I want to say I moved here around 7 years ago, so it's been a while. I've grown up here. Um, but one thing that my family really enjoyed about San Antonio compared to other cities in Texas is how family friendly it is. My mom likes to say that there's a lot of things for everyone of different ages here in this city, which I've definitely
Really?
experienced. Yes. We'll get to see some of them maybe later.
So you're saying that y'all are it wasn't like the normal Texas stereotypes. Y'all were just one thing that really stood out to y'all was just the mixture of the generations. Did I hear that right?
Well, I think in my personal opinion, I think San Antonio is kind of a calmer city, and I think that's what my family was looking for, which is why they decided to move here.
Oh, okay. And look at y'all still here. Wow. Wow. Okay. And what about you, Brother Darren? So in San Antonio, I know you've been here for how long? I don't know if you told us that already.
I've been here for a little over 2 years, and we moved here in around August of 2023.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So I just missed you because after I graduated, that was back in 2022, and that's when I decided to move back here to Austin. So in the 2 years that you've been over there in San Antonio, what were some of the things that stood out to you over there in San Antonio?
Personally, I really liked the things that we could do here in San Antonio. It was very fun exploring the area because it was a new place, and I just liked driving to different places for food and visiting things that I didn't have when I was back before I moved here.
And what were the things that you have now here in no, no, what were some of the things that you have now over there in San Antonio?
Things that I have here in San Antonio, is that what you?
Yes. What are some of the things that you were excited to go to or see or obtain over there in San Antonio?
So that's kind of a hard question because there's a lot to think about. Um, I personally enjoyed downtown a lot.
Oh, okay, all right. I remember going to downtown San Antonio a lot because for me, after exams, whenever we would finish a certain exam season, some of me and my classmates, we would have some fun over there in downtown San Antonio. So for everyone else here over there, or rather over there in San Antonio, did anything in over there in San Antonio come as a surprise to you all? Like, was there a certain a culture shock that came to you over there? Was there anything
I'll,
that stood
I'll
out
speak-
as a difference from over there in San Antonio to where you all originally came from?
for me, it was kind of like the weather a little bit. I've always lived in places that were like extremely cold, whether it be like
Okay, I know where this is going.
yeah, and like it's pretty hot, and that's all cool. I like the change, but sometimes it gets dreadfully hot. I used to live in Houston for a little bit, for like a year. That place is humid hot. This is like a different breed. But surprisingly to me, some of these winters, it was crazy. The first winter I actually moved here, it actually snowed, and I thought that was insane. I didn't expect that to
I
happen.
think I know which year you're talking about.
Exactly.
February 2021. Can never forget that.
Right. So some things like that are always surprising to see. But yeah, definitely the weather.
Okay, all right, Sister Abby. I think you also had something to add with some of the things that also came as a surprise to you over there in San Antonio.
Ooh, definitely the food. Like,
Yes,
every time I'm
yes,
on here, I always talk about the food somehow. But
we
I
love it.
think,
We're all here for it.
especially coming from the Philippines, the food there is very different from the food here in San Antonio. Because I remember thinking street food in the Philippines, comparing that to the street food here, it's very different. It's not what I expected. So, and even now, I still
Again,
haven't
culture
tried.
shock.
Yeah, I still haven't tried a lot of like the local foods that I hear online. So there's a lot to be explored.
Also, so there's still a list that you need to go through. Yet you're not done with it yet.
Yeah, I still have a bucket list.
Okay, okay, yeah, wow. One thing that I realized, even in the recent years, it's that when it comes to food, especially when you're thinking about food like Tex-Mex and other food like that, the further south you go in the state, or rather the further south you go, the better the food is when it comes to food like that. I've noticed that. I don't know if y'all have noticed that too over there. Like I would be looking for certain food types, and then I would definitely find some of that stuff in over there in San Antonio, like whether it be tacos and Mexican food. Like I would it would be easier for me to find it. Over here in Austin, I'm still able to, just not quite as often, or maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But the further north I go, like if I go to places like Dallas or other places like that, I'm finding it a little less frequently. But if I go further down south, it's a lot easier. And I'm seeing quite a few of our viewers and listeners who are also commenting about this topic. Like, for example, we have username Randy, who's tuning in over from Sugarland, Texas. And we also have one of our own resident ministers here, also here in Texas, Brother Melikino. And we also have our very own Brother Mario Oka from local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North, over there in the Philippines. So thank you so much, Brother Mario, and good morning over there in the Philippines. And looks like we also have Timothy Conroy, who's also tuning in with us as well. And we have Bern Gonzaga, who's tuning in over there from Humboldt, Texas. We have Diane Laredo, who's tuning in also from who's tuning in from here in Austin, Texas. And we have some of our viewers who are also answering our question of the night, like from username Mylene, who's and she says she's tuning in from Killeen. And we have Sister Obi, who says we love the family-friendly atmosphere here in San Antonio. We have Priscilla Batan, who's tuning in over there in the district of Rizal, who says, stay safe and God bless to all, beloved brethren, and happy weekend. Good morning, Sister Priscilla. We have our CFO Overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talents, who is sending his greetings to our District Supervising Minister, Brother Noel Creativo, and of course to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Chody Sampson. So thank you so much, Brother Archie, for tuning in with us. And lastly, we have Elizabeth Pablo, who says San Antonio has a lot of attractions such as the Alamo, the Riverwalk, SeaWorld, and if you're a seafood lover, she's recommending a place that she prefers, which looks like this one is called Smashing Crab is a good one, and she's tuning in all the way from Humble. So thank you so much to our viewers and listeners who have so far been tuning with us here with us on our show Finding Texas. Now, when we come back from watching a travelogue that San Antonio has put together, we're going to, of course, continue going over some of the answers to our question of the night, which is, what's something you'd like to find in San Antonio, Texas? So please go ahead and send your answers to our live YouTube chat, and we'll continue to read your comments at some point during our show. But of course, the one moment we've all been waiting for, because all of our viewers and listeners, you've heard us talk about what brought us to San Antonio, some of the things that came as a surprise to us. But what exactly is there to find over there in San Antonio, Texas? So we're going to go ahead and watch a very short travelogue, and we're going to see somewhere in San Antonio, Texas, where our crew members and our friends over there in San Antonio had some fun over there. So Kuya Tech, whenever you're ready.
Hello, beloved brethren. Welcome to San Antonio. My name is Britton, and I'll be one of your hosts for the blog today.
And my name's Ajib. I'm going to be your other host for today. Today, we're going to be bringing you to the Pearl.
The Pearl here in San Antonio is widely regarded as one of the most popular landmarks here downtown. It features a lot of different things like night markets, boutiques, and award-winning restaurants.
Okay guys, so to get more specific into the events that happen around the Pearl, there's movie nights, live music, and they even have farmer markets hosted by some kids sometimes.
Hello, I'm the other host Darren, and next to the Pearl is the Riverwalk, which is essentially a beautiful network of walkways across the San Antonio River. Here you can find a mix of restaurants, shops, and other cultural attractions.
Today, we're going to be checking out the Pearl Food Hall, where if you are craving anything from ramen to tacos, we got it all.
Here is the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk originally started as a flood control project, and it later grew to a world-famous urban oasis. It currently stretches over 15 miles, and here you can enjoy many things such as live music, restaurants, and many other things. It's very relaxing being here, and I personally recommend going here at night so you can see all of these beautiful lights around us.
So to end of the night, we're at RT.
Which originated in San Antonio.
We'd like to thank you guys for watching our travel vlog. Have a good night.
Wow. Wow, that was a very wonderful presentation. Y'all didn't even cover everything over there in San Antonio. It just makes me miss San Antonio even more. Wow. A very wonderful video showing some of the popular spots over there in San Antonio. I actually have a question for for our panelists here. So I know y'all just so I know we just featured the Pearl. Is there still like a very large farmers market that happens there on the weekends?
Yes, there is. That's probably one of the things that, you know, they're mostly known for and all that kind of stuff. I know sometimes they have like adults hosting these farmers markets, and that's usually what happens. I know they also have some ones that are hosted by kids, like, you know, like have like little entrepreneurs and get some experience in that kind of sense.
Yeah, like I remember the very first time I fished. No, actually, yeah. When I first moved there to San Antonio, I met up with some friends, and then so the only hangout spot I knew at the time was the Riverwalk, right? And then that's the spot I wanted to go, and they're like, "Nah, man, let's go to the Pearl." And I'm like, "What's the Pearl? Oh, you don't know what the Pearl is? No. "Oh, come on, we gotta go. It's actually a pretty cool place to hang out." And I'm like, "Well, all right. Y'all know the area better than I do, so let's go." And surely enough, I did not regret it. I actually had lots of fun over there at the Pearl, but now I kind of know from y'all. So, what was your favorite part from that day? Y'all went to the Pearl and the Riverwalk. So, what are some key moments that were your favorite parts from that day?
I personally enjoyed the Riverwalk. Um, like what Brother Darren mentioned, I really liked seeing the lights. I think, well, it's still nice like when there's sunlight, but it's really just a different vibe when you see like the neon lights and how everything is so bright even at night. It looks really cool.
I know what you mean. So here's what I learned about the Riverwalk. We I think in that video we briefly saw the boats that were going through that were touring through the river. So so the Riverwalk also offers boat tours, and then the ones that are piloting these boats are of course obviously the tour guides, and then they would as they're taking you on this tour, they would always have these funny jokes, all these funny puns, or even poke fun at the tourists that are on that boat, and it's something that you really have to experience. How about from our other participants? What was your favorite part from that day? Like, but the Darren, but the Najib, did y'all have a favorite part from that day?
To pretty much add to what Sister Abby said, I would also say the Riverwalk because it wasn't shown in the video, but there were times where there would be horses, like horse carriages that you could ride. And it's nice at, like what I said, better at night because there would be like neon lights underneath and or surrounding the carriage. And I just thought it was like really pretty to see the place all around.
Were y'all able to go on one of those horse carriage rides?
Sadly, we were not able to.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Next time, next vlog, next vlog. Brother Najib, did you have a favorite part from that day also?
I love eating. I love eating.
Yeah,
So to
yeah,
start off
yeah.
with,
I can
was
tell. I
eating.
can tell. Well, especially from that chicken tender sandwich.
Exactly. I was the first one to get my food, and I could not wait for them.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Sister Abby, did you have something?
No, I was just laughing because I remember when we were all at the food court at the Pearl, we told Brother Najib to wait to eat so we could get all of it for the vlog. I look over, he's already chewing on his food. And it was
Hey, I don't.
like,
I don't blame him. If you want to eat, you gotta eat.
but always remember the rule that the camera eats first.
I don't follow that. But by the time people already grab their phones out, I'm already halfway through with my meal. Again, if you want to eat, you gotta eat.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, Brother Najib. Okay, so well, of all the things that were over there in San Antonio, obviously, we didn't obviously y'all didn't cover the whole city in that video. So, what were some of the things uh, that you that you all wanted to see, but were not in that video?
One of my favorite spots, which is also downtown, it's actually just a few minutes away from the Pearl and the Riverwalk. San Antonio has a Japanese tea garden. It's very pretty. There's koi fish, beautiful scenery. A lot of people like to go there to take wedding pictures or just as a, like a hangout spot. I think they also have a cafe. I've never tried their food, but like I said earlier, I'm willing to put that on my bucket list sometime.
Okay, so I actually have a question about about the Japanese tea garden. So I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go. But the Japanese tea garden. So is there like an actual um stand or stop where someone is serving or selling tea, or is this a place that anyone can just come and have their own uh treats? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
I know I've been there, and I can tell you that no one is serving you tea unless you're in the cafe.
Okay. So there is a so there is a shop there.
Yeah, they have a gift shop, and they have like a nice little cafe where you can eat some food. So like there's that whole entire garden aspect, and then like at the top area, there's nice little like those two shops I just mentioned.
Okay.
Very beautiful.
Okay.
Very beautiful.
Okay,
Very-
yeah. I'm sure it is. I've seen pictures of it. I mean, not in this video, but hopefully we get to see this, see the Japanese tea garden sometime in another video. Hint, hint. But wow. What about from everyone else here? So, was there anything that wasn't in the video that you wanted to see?
I know for me that San Antonio always hosts different kinds of events, whether it be like different like festivals or like festivals or conventions or like other cultures like Greek festivals or whatever. Right, I love to see those. I would love to see those in the next travel vlog or something like that.
Wow, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the to even more of the stuff of the fun stuff that San Antonio has to offer. And we only saw just a few of them, and I know there's a lot more to see. So thank you all very much for showing us what some of the many fun things there is to find and do over there in San Antonio. And before we wrap up our show, and yes, unfortunately we are at that time. But let's go ahead and see some of our what some of our viewers and listeners are saying over here in our live YouTube chat. Like looks like we have Irene Taliogo who says San Antonio is fun to visit because it has a lot of historical spots, home of the Spurs, SeaWorld, and many exciting sites to visit, and of course delicious foods, kind of like what Brother Najib just mentioned. And we have Olivia Castillo who says, happy tuning in to INCRadio, Texas. The first time I visited San Antonio was to attend a worship service and a choir practice back in 2010, then to the Riverwalk and of course Six Flags, which is one of the amusement parks. And we have Sister Liet Alvarez who says, a way to go, San Antonio Kadiwa. She's referring to the youth over there in the San Antonio congregation. Lovely San Antonio infomercial. And we have Bessie Mario Maranco. Love the last name change. I like walking through the market in San Antonio. I forgot the name. It was outdoors with lots of small businesses. I feel like she's also referring to the Pearl as well. We have Alice Gambler who says, hello, nice to see the history of the Battle of Independence of Texas. And she's tuning in from the local of Houston. And we also have Obi Roberto who says, the Pearl, one of the coolest spots in San Antonio. Nice architecture, lots of hip restaurants and shops. You can also access the area of the Riverwalk from the Pearl, and it was very clean and nice. And we have Little Bit Talents who says, we also love the Japanese tea garden over there in San Antonio. And we have a username Love Lydia who says, there's a really yummy Mexican restaurant on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. She's tuning all the way from Sugarland. So thank you so much to our viewers and listeners, and also for our participants for being with us here on Finding Texas. And before we wrap up our program, we can never forget to thank our district multimedia advisor, Brother Mark Angelo de los Reyes, our district CFO overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talent, our assistant district minister, Brother Chody Sampson, our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Creativo, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Endaya, our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Orano Vimanalo, and of course, we can never forget to thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Once again, thank you so much, Paul, for supporting us in these programs. And again, thank you to our viewers and listeners for being with us here on Finding Texas. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to our INCRadio YouTube channel. That's INCRadio DZEM 954. And please keep tuning in to Finding Texas, which airs live every Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.